So this is the lecture video for section 5.3, Sum and Difference Identities for Cosine. There are going to be 4 videos total. This is the first one. Title is What is the Sum and Difference Identities for Cosine and how to use it. So since we're talking about those identities, first thing first, we're going to talking about one common mistake is cosine of A minus B is not equal to cosine of A minus cosine of B. So I can use an example to show you they are not equal to each other. So let A equal to 180 degree or pi, B equal to 90 degree or pi over 2. Then A minus B equal to 90 degree or pi over 2. So cosine of A minus B, which is cosine of 90 degree, is going to equals to 0. And cosine of 180 degree, which is cosine of A, is going to equal to negative 1. So cosine of A minus cosine of B is the same as cosine of 180 minus cosine of 90, which is negative 1 minus 0 equal to negative 1, which now equals to cosine of A minus B, which is 0. Okay, so we can see this is not equal to each other. Then what is the formulas? So the formula for the sum and difference of the cosine is cosine of A plus B, so this is the sum one, equals to cosine of A multiplied by cosine of B minus sine of A multiplied by sine of B. Then the difference formula is cosine of A minus B equals to cosine of A times cosine of B, but this time it's plus sine of A times sine of B. So the minus and plus is actually coming from the cofunction identities. So I'm not going to spend time to talking about how those two formulas actually coming from. The only thing I'm going to show you really quick is how can I interchanging from the or how the sign minus and the plus is coming from. So really quick. So cosine of A plus B, for example. I'm going to assuming So I'm going to first assume we do have the cosine of A minus B equals to cosine of A times cosine of B plus sine of A times sine of B. It's really hard to, or it's going to involve in geometry if I'm going to actually deriving how those two formulas are coming from. So I just show you why they have different sign. So since I'm going to assuming that one, then cosine of A plus B, I can write it in terms of the subtraction, A minus negative B. So apply the difference identity. We got cosine of A multiplied by cosine of negative B plus sine of A times sine of negative B. I mentioned we're going to be using the cofunction variables. So the cofunction variable tells us, not cofunction, the even and odd functions. So even and odd functions tells us cosine functions are even, and then sine function is an odd function. So that means cosine of negative b is the same as cosine of b, and then sine of negative b is the same as negative sine of b. So that's negative sign will carry to the front, and then we end up with a subtraction. Okay, so this is just a really quick way to show you the two formulas. Again, I'm not going to spend time to show you how the formula is coming from, because it is going to be involving geometry, similar triangles, a lot of graphings. If you're interested, I can show it in a separate video, but not right now. Okay. Now the next question is, I have the formula, how to use them. So I have few examples. I just really quickly write down the formulas we're going to use. The example we want to do is find the exact values of the first one. It's cosine of negative 75. So we know cosine is an even function. So cosine of negative 75 is the same as cosine of 75. We do not know what is cosine of 75 is. It's not part of the special angles, but we know 75 can be breaking down into 30 plus 45, where both 30 and 45 are the special angles. We can find it on the table. So according to the sum formula, we're going to use cosine of 30 times cosine of 45 minus sine of 30 times sine of 45. Cosine of 30, which is square root 3 over 2. Cosine of 45 is square root 2 over 2. Sine of 30 is 1/2. Sine of 45 square root 2 over 2. Multiplying them, we got square root of 6 minus square root of 2 over 4. Okay. So for the second one, we want to do is, what is cosine of 17 pi over 12? Still, cosine of 17 pi over 12 is not any angle we can use from the table, so we're going to breaking them. You can break 17 pi over 12 into different ways, but the one I can think about is 2 pi over 12 and 15 pi over 12, where both can be simplified to pi over 6 and 5 pi over 4. Pi over 6 is a nice angle. 5 pi over 4 has a reference angle of pi over 4 in quadrant 3. So pretty much we can use the table to figure out the values for those and apply the sum angles. We have cosine of pi over 6 times cosine of 5 pi over 4 minus sine of pi over 6 times sine of 5 pi over 4. So cosine of pi over 6 is square root 3 over 2. Cosine of 5 pi over 4, which is negative square root 2 over 2. Sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. Sine of 5 pi over 6 is negative square root 2 over 2. So we end up with negative square root 6 over 4 plus square root 2 over 4. So square root 2 minus square root 6 over 4. Okay. Then the third one we have is, this time I actually give you the long versions. Cosine of 173 degree times cosine of 83 degree plus sine of 173 sine of 83. So pretty much we want to work backward. Since we already have the same angles, 173, 173, 83, 83, cosine, cosine, sine, sine. So we know this is actually going to be the difference formula. So this is cosine of 173. Do make sure the order matters. So the first number is your first number is your first angle. minus 83. And cosine of 173 minus 83, we got cosine of 90. So cosine of 90 is 0.